Hello, good afternoon, good morning, hello in the future, whenever you're listening to this or watching this. This is Comics, the comic slash whatever podcast that we talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about. My name's Luis.
I'm
This
Ash.
is Esteban.
I'm Carmen.
Ash, you fucked up, but this is Andres.
And the guy that was talking over Esteban is Ash, which is very similar to our normal friendship. It's what he does. How you doing, Ash?
It's true. It's true.
Oh man.
Hey, before we get started,
Yeah.
I'd like to say a very belated happy birthday to you, Luis.
Yes,
So happy birthday, my friend.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
So if everyone listening doesn't mind, go ahead and go to our Instagram. There's a picture of Luis's beautiful mug on our Instagram. Go ahead and leave him some birthday comments there on our Instagram, or just send us a DM. Tell Luis happy birthday.
Talk shit. Poke fun. It'll be fun. It'll be great. Please and thank you. Well, if you didn't listen to last week, which I hope you did, please like, subscribe, thumbs up, the whole thing. Last week we were talking about Mandalorian season 1 spoiler talk, and at the end of it, I tasked everybody with a homework assignment. Figure we've all had run-ins with different types of road rage and road rage induced stories, whether or not it's you or it's somebody else. And so I was very intrigued by what Ash said at the very end of it. So I kind of wanted to start with him and I quote, he said, "Motherfucker, I got like 3 of them right now." So because he said that.
Wow. How did I sound? How was my accent?
You said,
"Oh,
motherfucker, I have like 3 of them right now." Motherfucker, I got like 3 right now.
Was I pointing my gat at you? Fucker. I kid.
The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, I'll go first. I have a daily, well, not so much anymore because I work from home, but my road rage is I can't sit in traffic and then like it build up and then I lose my shit. I'm the guy that goes and then like curse everybody out. I'm that person because I feel like it lowers my, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't allow me to fucking fully explode. So there were days where it would just be like, I'll give you a hint, or not a hint. I'll give you an example. If
Hey, that's kind of the
stoplight or something, and a car's like a little bit over the crosswalk, I'll be like, hi, and then I just keep going. But I just get rid of it. I don't necessarily have a road rage story. I am about to admit something horrible right now.
Let's go.
Let it out. Let it out.
Okay,
Do it.
I used to live in Carson, and there was a happy hour. On this happy hour, I decided to have 27 beers, exaggeration, but it felt like it. But I'm the guy that has, as you guys can see, a lot of shots and beer. So going to Carson, like every Friday, they would always have all the lanes go into one lane. So there was an ass load of traffic the entire time. I was a little under the weather when I left happy hour. I was drunk. So I had to pee really bad in traffic.
Hold on, pause. I like how you whispered into the mic, which just made it louder for everybody. So you look around first. I was drunk. Like, please continue, sir.
Statutes of limitations. So as I was drunk and we were all going to the one lane, I was already off to the fastest lane, but they were all coming into my lane. I had to pee really bad.
Oh no.
A trash bag, and I threw it out the window in traffic. as if I took care of it. One, I was littering, but two, it was like, it's not like it never happened and you just threw your McDonald's out and it never happened. This was bag of piss out the window, and then you move that much. So it was still there the whole time. Like,
No.
somebody would have been like you know how people do now, like if you throw trash out, they throw it back in my face. That would have been so bad. And I just remember feeling so relieved. That wasn't road rage, but that is definitely something
that would cause road rage.
Would have caused road rage in somebody else if that would have
probably
hit.
wasn't.
Yeah.
The wind took it and it hit the guy behind me. That'd be fucking perfect.
Oh,
It's like a jogger. Like he's just trying to get
On the freeway. He was on the that'd be even more of a miracle.
Holy hell.
Well,
Well,
anyway, next.
I appreciate that you heard what my request was, and you completely didn't do that.
I told you, I have road rage, but I have road rage going to the liquor store to go get alcohol. Like I have to, so that I don't lose my shit and be that guy that confronts people on the fucking road. Like I have to lose my shit in little spurts.
So the one story that you did have was when you were losing your shit in the sense of pee and then chuck that out the window.
Yeah, I was losing my pee.
I like that.
Oh wow.
We'll move it right along. I'm
That
actually
was
gonna
perfect, by the way.
combine that with the our drink of the week, which I almost glossed over. I apologize, Andres. So Andres, I'm gonna have you talk about the drink of the week, and then let's get right into your story, man.
I am drinking an imperial sour from Creative Creature. And it is, you see Jar Jar Binks there?
I hate you, Jar Jar.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty good beer, so I would recommend it. Nice strawberry and sour. So to my road rage and I don't know. I guess I'm kind of similar to Ash, where I'm muttering shit under my breath or out loud all the time. But there was a time that I got onto the 10 freeway going west towards Los Angeles, and some asshole didn't let me merge from the merge lane. So I got pissed, and they were like two teenage kids, and I was in my 20s at the time. So I was talking shit to them, and they were riding my ass. And they would pull up, and I was like, all right, motherfuckers. So I caught up to them, and we kept talking shit, and I opened the window, and I tossed a quarter at them pretty hard. And then they didn't slam the brakes, but they slowed down and got off the freeway. So that's my breaking the law moment.
Breaking the law.
Wow.
Wow, man. So so you were next to them when you chucked the quarter at them?
Yeah, they were on the next lane. So yeah, I hit the passenger mirror or window.
Get a crack.
No, I didn't crack.
I love
But I could tell it scared you.
I love that was the marker that they were like, we've had enough. Like you guys are like talking shit among traffic, and it's like a quarter. He's throwing currency. Like how is that the breaking point? You know, that's interesting.
We were going like 65, 70 miles an hour, so it was not just like a quarter at regular, like me tossing it.
Oh, so there was 60 miles per hour.
We were going freeway speed.
Okay. Well,
I have something similar, but it's horrifying, and you guys would judge me. But I was only 16 at the time.
Please share.
Please. It's probably better than your piss story. Was it a cigarette or something? It
was better than my piss story. Thank you. Now, before I say this, remember, I am old now, so I am a much of a different person. So okay, so I was trying to
like it wasn't a quarter, but it was my dick.
I'm in the back, and we're driving, and as we're driving down Santa Monica, in Santa Monica, I chucked a penny, and it hit a cycler's nose.
Ooh!
When he went to grab his nose, he went over the hood. And then that guy was a dick. Who's next in stories?
Wow. I guarantee.
Who opened
Wait,
the door?
Huh?
Who opened the door?
No. Okay, so the window was down. So I
Mhm.
thought it'd be funny to throw a penny and then it'd be like, oh. But when I threw it, the way we were driving, the wind took it and it hit him in the nose. And when he went to grab his nose, he was no longer holding the handlebars and he went over the hood of a car.
So you
He's
saw
fine
the
now.
butterfly
Fine now.
effect.
He's probably, and that man was Christopher Walken. No, he's probably fine. It was a long time ago.
What are you gonna do when you find out that that guy is a listener to the podcast and he
I
now
was
knows
about
the
to
little-
say.
the little son of a bitch who did it? He's gonna hunt you down and get retribution for it.
What you don't know is that he was going to be our first sponsor with paraplegic
Yeah,
bicycles,
no.
and now he pulled out his sponsorship, and that's thanks to
He
you,
pulled
sir.
out. Who's next in stories?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Carmen, please tell me you didn't wound anybody with currency.
No, I did not. I think the worst road rage, and it wasn't from me. Well, maybe. I was exiting off the 710, and well, I don't know if you guys know, but the lanes merge, the right lanes towards the end.
Yep.
So I was on the left lane and I was exiting and I was trying to merge onto the right lane and I had my signal. There was only one car behind me, a really good distance away. So I had room to merge. So I'm like going into the lane, this asshole decides to fucking speed, almost hits the side of my car, but I let it go. I was like, whatever. I swerved to the side. I let it go. He passes by and then he's like waiting for me. He's like waiting for me at the end. And then they lowered the window. It's a girl. And she's like, what the fuck is your problem? And I was like, no, what the fuck is your problem? And then she just took off because the light was green. We took off. We ended up on Fremont and what is Fremont and Alhambra? No, is it Alhambra Road? No, Valley. Fremont and Valley at the the 2-lane intersection where we're gonna turn, and she's still talking shit to me. I was like, "What are you like? What's happening here? I didn't do shit to you. I was just trying to merge into my lane." So I was like, "Dude, why don't you go fuck yourself?" And then she's like, "Oh shit, what the fuck? I thought you were my friend." I was like, "I know you. Like, I don't even know who you are." And she just took off. That's the most like random ass fucking thing that has ever happened to me. That is like road rage, and I always still think about it to this day. And I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with that girl?
That's odd.
Okay, there's a couple things to that story.
Yes.
My favorite part is that you have the ability to tell somebody to go fuck themselves the same way you can say, I don't think I want a cheeseburger today. Like, it was so matter-of-factly, like there was no hatred or insult there.
Yeah, see, if I see red, like there's no stopping. I'll say something and it's bad, but I mean, it's never gotten me into trouble because I know when to stop ish.
Oh, fun. Oh my gosh.
But I'm not a fighter. I swear I'm not a fight ever. But I will argue with somebody, like, no problem.
Oh man, that's so freaking weird. People suck. That's the most so far I'm learning that people suck, whether they're throwing piss or pennies at people.
Why was it mine?
Because you're the one that sucks.
Every day that I exit that freeway,
Yes.
I think I'm gonna see her again.
What if you did? That's that bitch I was talking. And she's like commenting on our YouTube comments. she's totally. I totally thought she was my friend. She's not. Esteban.
Yes, sir.
What do you got, man?
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave it up to you four to pick. You can either pick the road rage where I was driving by myself, or the road rage that I was driving with someone.
You usually do an hour and a half. Do both.
I was gonna say do both, man.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Because I
Okay.
initially only had one, but hearing Carmen's story reminded me of another one, so I have two now.
Okay. So which one do you guys want to hear first?
Give me the one by yourself first.
For your audience.
Solo. Okay. All right. So this happened maybe about a few months ago. In my current job, I travel from location to location to help out different different employees. Okay, so I go from location to location. So this location actually was taking me off to Auburn. If a lot of people don't know, I currently live in Sacramento right now. So driving to Auburn from Sacramento is about an hour drive from where I'm at. So I'm driving out that way. It's wide open, because obviously the lockdown and whatnot. So I'm driving and I'm in the number one lane, right next to the carpool lane, going maybe about 60, 65, 70, sometimes pushing 80 because there's nobody on the road. So I see this guy, it could have been a girl. I don't know. I didn't, get a chance to see them right away. So I see them out of the corner of my eye. They go from the number 4 lane getting onto the freeway. And I swear to God, came all the way, just merged all the way over right to the number 1 lane. And if I didn't look to my left to the carpool lane before I swerved and there was a car coming, legit, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Like, that's how fast this guy was coming. Okay. So I got pissed off to the point, and when I get pissed off, I started chasing the guy. That's how pissed off I was. So I am now going 85, 90, 95 miles an hour trying to catch this fucker. So we're, trying to catch up. He's weaving in and out of traffic. I'm weaving in and out of traffic. And not once did I think, oh yeah, you're going to die if you don't stop. My sole purpose was to get my hands on this asshole because he almost killed me. Needless to say that I would probably have almost killed myself chasing this guy.
Yeah.
So we get off the freeway, of course, at the same time. He lowers his window. He gives me the finger and he goes, why are you? Yes. He gives me the finger. Yeah.
No.
I lower my window and I always.
Oh, they said you lowered their window.
No,
you
no.
With his bare hands.
Excuse me, son.
What was it? What was that, boy?
So he lowers the window. He goes, oh, fuck you. I go, oh, fuck me, right? Okay. So I reach into my side door compartment and I carry a pocket knife. Not a pocket knife. I carry a knife with me. It's for emergencies only. Okay. Because let's say if I were in a collision and I couldn't get my seatbelt off, I can use that so I can set myself free. It's the only reason why I carry it. Not this time. I took the knife out and I go, oh, fuck me, right? Fuck me. And I flip the knife over. I go, let's go right now. And he sees me do that. And then he ends up driving off. So.
Holy shit, dude.
And how many times do I have to tell you, I'm sorry?
And then turns out at this point, Ash is like, I didn't say fuck you. I said I'm sorry. You heard me wrong.
So there was that.
Okay.
Fucking A. That was a couple months ago?
Yeah, that was probably around May.
Jesus, dude. I'm afraid of the other one. What else you got?
I want to go everywhere with you now, for sure.
What's that?
I want to go everywhere with you now, for sure.
Oh, because I'm carrying?
No, because you make us feel safe.
Yeah.
I just make you feel. Come, I carry you. You feel safe in my arms.
I just go limp like a puppy. carry me to the store.
Oh, this is home.
It's like that.
What's that?
Anyway, Esteban, what's your second one?
Okay, second one is I was still living in SoCal. My wife and I, we had just finished dinner and we were driving home, and we ended up pulling up to, it was on Hacienda Boulevard and Gale. There's a gas station or an abandoned gas station that's there. So we pulled to the gas. We pulled to the red light, you know,
The
and then
Hacienda Heights and Gale.
what's that?
The Hacienda Heights and Gale.
Yeah. So we get to the red light, and I see in my review mirror, I see this truck coming by, and I'm like, okay, this guy's kind of coming a little bit too quick. You know, he should start slowing down. Start slowing down. Doesn't slow down. He actually rear ends us. Okay.
fuck.
Oh,
Yeah. Mind you,
Were the boys in the car?
my wife was about 6 or 7 months pregnant.
oh, I'm sure you saw red.
And yeah, so then I lower the window and I'm signaling the guy, okay, pull over so that we can go ahead and do the thing, you know, exchange information and whatnot. So I start pulling off, and as soon as that light turned green, the fucker took off. Yeah, he took off. So what do? Repeat what I did in story 1. I start chasing the guy with my pregnant wife in the car, trying to get this fucker because he just rear-ended me. Now, me not thinking straight, checking on her first, making sure she's okay, making sure the baby's okay. And I'm chasing this asshole, and it came, and my wife ever lovingly says, I need you to stop now because you're scaring the shit out of me. And I said,
Aw.
okay. So I you know, pump the brakes, let it go. And we ended up calling it in, and we were talking to CHP and all that stuff. And needless to say, we never found out what happened. So
I was gonna say you weren't able to snap a photo of his license plate or anything.
no, he took off
No,
too quick. He took off too quick, and by the time I tried to catch up, I wasn't able to get a picture, or neither was my wife. She wasn't able to get a picture either.
Shit.
Yeah. So that
God
was fun.
damn, dude.
Your stories are fucking bummers, dude. Talk about putting a bag. Like, dude, that one. I'm mad now. Like, fucking Hacienda and Gale. All right, I'll catch you guys later. That's like where my aunt
Just ass
lives.
there,
That's
just
how I was
flip.
all like, what?
Yeah, man.
Flipping the pocket knife open and closed,
Yeah.
open and closed.
Yeah, man.
Was it this guy? This motherfucker with the truck? No, not Jose. It was someone else.
Knife. That fucking Michael Jackson's bad. I'll get fucked up.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, yours are
fucking bad.
they're emotionally draining, man.
I'm sorry. I feel like
I was
I've
like,
ruined
oh.
the momentum of this
Yeah,
podcast.
it's like, oh god.
Especially because you know Diana, so it's kind of like,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh man. No, I especially with that, dude. I mean,
Yeah, that was
if you
bad.
pregnant wife in the car, like it's just so, because it's not even about you, it's about your kid, it's about your wife, it's about your family. It's just fuck, it's brutal, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
This is gonna be great for the audience.
I know. I'm a bummer for everybody. Well, I got one that's a little bit funnier. He throws piss out the window.
Don't forget, drunkenly.
He throws piss out the window. Yeah.
I would fucking that drug. That's the only reason I would have done it. Who's next?
Well, I'll
I don't mean to
wrap
take
up.
over your job, bro. I'm just yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good. So I got a couple. They're pretty quick. Yeah. That was the girl that was like, dude, I thought we were friends when she said, go fuck yourself, like,
okay.
but very nonchalantly, like.
Yeah, like
so the two that I got is one of them is really, really quick. Somebody
never say that again.
Can I not the first time.
Can I interrupt you real quick? Can we talk about the fact that Esteban's mic looks like he's part of Tron?
It's pretty legit. I'm jealous, really.
I feel like he's the announcer in, like, if Hunger Games meets Tron, like it somehow does more than a microphone. Like
he just admitted to almost killing someone with a pocket knife in traffic. Yeah. You really want to keep poking fun at him?
I do.
He takes out his knife right now.
It's like your big brother. You know he's gonna fuck you up, but he's not gonna hurt you. But you're gonna get fucked up, but you can get away with a lot.
I get that.
I will kill you.
Again,
the whispers don't work the same.
Anyway, I'm sorry, bro.
So the two that I got, one of them is I was going into a lane, and realistically, it was my fault. Yeah, I was getting it on with a lane. No, I was going into my
Can I
lane.
hear that and slap you?
I got it. You just see like a random foot just come in and kick me off screen.
And then she says,
So I'm driving. I'm driving into a lane on the street, getting ready to get into an on ramp on the freeway, and so it was my fault. I didn't see a car that was coming up really fast down the ways. I didn't calculate it well enough, and so he has to swerve out of the way to not hit me. And so what happens after that is he proceeds to drive to the right of me, and he's like honking his horn repeatedly. Him and the passenger are both flipping me off, and they're honking their horn. And I'm like apologizing. I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Like, it was completely my fault. But then 2 blocks of that, they're still doing it, and it's starting to piss me off. But it's also, I'm also nervous because it was these 2 cholo guys. So I'm like, I'm gonna lose that fight. So I'm still driving. But what they don't know is that there's 2 freeway on-ramps. The lane that they're on so that they can yell at me is about to get on the freeway, which I don't think they knew that. And so then I'm still driving at a normal pace. And then at this point, I'm like, you know what? I've already apologized. And so then I kind of got into a little bit of an asshole mode. So then I looked over at them, and they're both looking at me like they're still flipping me off and yelling and honking the horn. And then I blow them a kiss, and they both get so mad. And they step on the gas to try to get in front of me, but they don't realize that they're on the on-ramp. And it was like instant justice because they go off where they weren't wanting to go. And I was so proud of myself, and then immediately terrified. And so then I got into a drive-through of Jack in the Box, and I stayed in there for a while.
I legit thought you were going to say, and then Total Justice just drove off the freeway.
No. They're dead now.
You don't thought you were going to say that.
No. It just went out. But like, what I loved was that look on their faces when they're like, "What the fuck?" Like, because I blew a kiss at them, they were so angry. But then it also was at the same time rigid, like seeing the transition on their eyes of "I fucking hate you, I'm going to kill you," to transitioning to "Oh shit, we're getting on the freeway." Like, seeing that in person was hilarious. But then I was like, if they got off on that next exit, they can see me. And then that's where the panic set in. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then got into a Jack in the Box, and I just stayed in there. Like, I had just had lunch, like maybe 30 minutes ago. I'm like, I'm having another jumbo check. And I just went in there, and I just hung out there for like a good hour. And then I left. Totally bitched out. But like, that beginning part was great.
Can you imagine that? Like, yeah, they got on the freeway, and then they just been lost forever. Like, since that day, Luis, they're like, fucking gonna get this guy.
They just started a new life, like in San Bernardino, because they didn't know. This was also it was like right out of high school, so it was during like MapQuest days. There were no GPS, like it was.
That's what I mean.
Unless you had like the 5 pages printed out. Yeah, they're just lost. They're like, we're starting our new life here, Holmes. Like, yeah, that's true. Could have happened.
You dog.
That's I know, dog. You got us. So that was the first. That's my first one. My second one, actually,
like you're fucking okay. How did I talk? And then all of a sudden, the fucking cholos talk like how?
Orale, Holmes.
What if there's the cholos that were in the bathtub in the meme? Like maybe they were into it.
Oh, jeez.
You never know. You You can't judge.
You don't know. I am judging, and I'm a shitty person for that. And that's where you're better than me, Ash.
All right. Well,
not all the time. No. He pisses in bags and throws it out the window. How does that make him a better person than you?
You guys forget that he was drunk.
And then you guys throw that shit in my face.
I like how Andres keeps bringing that up. The part he whispered. He was also intoxicated, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, he was intoxicated.
I'm changing your name on my cell phone from Ash to Piss Bag.
Oh, hey, what the fuck? We have Mike Myers that when he drives up, like with Mike Myers, we have fucking calm fuck yourself. And then and fucking Andreas tries to kill people with quarters. Like, I am the most.
Actually, to be fair, I'll give you that, Ash. Yours was the most docile. You were the most calm one because it just affected you and a potential jogger that was going to run into your piss bag.
It wasn't a jogger.
In a bag.
It was in a
trunk. In the freeway.
If he was moving any faster, and I would hate to be the fucking person behind him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Fuck that.
All right, so I got one more.
No, it was pissed. I just thought it was litter.
One more. Bag.
Yeah, one more.
My other one happened last year, and it was actually So the first one, very similar to yours, Esteban, had just me in the car. This one was me and my girlfriend. Now, where we decide we're gonna have lunch at In-N-Out. And if anybody that's listening is familiar with In-N-Out, super long line always. Like regardless of what time of day, there's always a long line. Delicious though. So we're waiting.
Hamburger's all about.
That's what a hamburger's all about. I've heard.
When somebody goes for an order, like it's the best to say like go to In-N-Out because you don't have to wait in that line. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like if somebody's going out for lunch or like, oh, I'm going to blah blah blah. What do you feel like? Go to In-N-Out because you don't have to wait in that line.
Right, you give it to somebody else. That makes sense. I get that. Right. So because there were so many people trying to get out of the drive-through, like it was a really dumb way that the drive-through was organized. So there were a line of cars that are trying to get in, but then there were also cars that were trying to get out of the drive-through that they already got their food and they're trying to leave. So think of it kind of like a figure eight almost. And so we've stopped trying to let the car go through. And so the car behind me that's also waiting to place their order, they think that I'm just a douchebag and decided to stop in the middle of the fucking driveway. And so they tried to go around me. While they're trying to go around me, this fucking F-250 is trying to leave the drive-through. So now they're both at a gridlock right in front of me. And so the truck honks his horn, that one that's trying to leave, he's already got his food. And the car that's next to us looks at me and my girlfriend and says, fuck you, as if we were the ones that honked, which we did not. We're just hungry and we're trying to get our food. And so then Dana is very much like Ash, where she'll just like say fucking spurts of rage just to let it out. And she'll be like, fuck me, fuck you. Like, and so now they're cursing at each other. Like the driver's female and my girlfriend, they're cursing at each other. And then the passenger like rolls the window and I'm just there and I'm just like fucking like, I just want a burger. Like I'm chilling. I'm like trying not to get emotional. And the boyfriend sticks half his torso out of his car, like where I can see it right on my window. And he just shoves a middle finger in my face. And I'm looking at him like, did this shit just happen? And so then now another car moves up from the drive-through, so they're able to get through. Trucks goes through, and so then they decide to park. We were going to go to the drive-through, and then my girlfriend's like, "Oh man, that was so crazy!" And they park, and there's no car next to them. So then I go into park. My girlfriend's looking at me. She's like, "They just parked there. Why are you parking there? They just parked there." And I'm not answering because the way I harvest rage is I keep it inside. And so they park, and again, I'm not short shaming. Dude comes out, he's 5'5", $120, wet. And I step out of the car and I'm looking at him. I'm like, hey man, why'd you flip me off? My bad. And he starts walking away. And I'm like, no, man. And so I walk in front of him and I get in front of him from going into the In-N-Out. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I didn't do anything to you. And then girlfriend walks in. She's like, oh, we're just hungry. Everyone's hungry. And so my girlfriend gets in between us. Oh yeah, we're all hungry. And they all start like trying to be friends or whatever. I was so angry because it's like, dude, you motherfucker, you thought you weren't going to see me again. And so you decide to be this tough dude to like flip me off and try to act all tough in front of your girlfriend. And then you get called. Like, I just say, I'm not saying, hey, I'm going to fuck you up. Nothing like that. I was like, hey, dude, what the hell? Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry. And then he's like cowering behind his girlfriend. I'm like, you piece of shit. You fucking pussy ass piece of shit. Oh my God. I want to put my hands on him. So the end of the story is we order our food. And to my surprise, there's no other table than the table that's facing them. Sake. And so my girlfriend looks at me and she's like, let's order this food to go. I'm like, why? I didn't do anything wrong. If anyone's going to feel uncomfortable, it should be him. And so I just sit down. I'm just fucking eating my burger. I'm just fucking
mad dogging him.
I'm just staring at this dude, hoping he tries to do something. And that's the end of my story. I felt like a piece of shit, but I mean, he deserved it.
Hey, your next moderation, we should do drunk stories.
You got one like that, don't you?
No.
Oh,
I do.
Esteban has his birthday.
I do.
Yeah, he does.
Esteban has my birthday where him and
I can't even imagine.
Get out of my brain.
Yep.
I can't imagine your drunk stories. That'd be amazing.
Yes, he did.
Well, if somebody wants to take that from me, that'd be great. But anyway, that's all we got for road rage stories. That's all we got.
An hour and a
Good
half
night,
minutes.
everybody.
That's all we
No. Anyway, we just I just wanted to kind of start us off with a nice little icebreaker to get us going. But we'll start moving into some current events. Did you guys hear about Quiet Place? Quiet Place 2, I know, got postponed because of obviously COVID. They're wanting to release it when theaters are back open and stuff like that. So they're aiming to early of next year, 2021. But apparently there's talk about doing an expanded cinematic universe on The Quiet Place.
Yeah, you're right, Luis. There's buzz right now about Quiet Place movie coming out in 2022 right now, based off of John Krasinski's idea. So it doesn't look like John Krasinski's directly tied to it as far as writing
He's
and
not
directing.
writing
He's probably gonna be.
He's gonna write it.
He's
gonna write it though.
No, he's not. Yeah, I don't think he's writing it or directing it, but he's probably gonna end up being like an executive producer.
I was gonna say executive producer, kind of like with Conjuring.
That's never.
How they did with all that franchise.
That's probably what's going to end up happening. So that's what they're looking at. They're looking at a 2022 release, and it's not clear yet on what stage this Quiet Place movie's in. If it's going to be either a format of a sequel from Quiet Place 2, or if it's going to be like a spin-off. So a lot of the details right now are kept under wraps in regards to this new Quiet Place, either spin-off or sequel. But from what I read on this article, and if you guys want to check out the article, it's on Entertainment Weekly, that this spin-off, which now it kind of, when you read the article, it kind of sounds like it's going to be a spin-off. It's actually grabbing John Krasinski and Emily Blunt's attention, because I believe Krasinski just only wanted it to be 2 movies, like,
Yes.
in the thick of it, and then the part 2 is supposed to be how it all happened. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens, man.
This is the part I'm not liking. I don't like when, I get that people need studios and shit like that, but I can't stand, like, you have an idea. Like, imagine Rocky. I'm just giving an example. It was like, I wrote Rocky, I starred in Rocky took off, now I'm doing these other things, and somebody goes, what if we did Apollo story?
Yeah,
but,
and
like,
imagine that was good and it made a bunch of money.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it had
it's
nothing
just
to
a
do with
fucking
the original.
shame.
I wrote this fucking character, and now, like, it's taking off on this other thing where now we made Apollo homosexual. Like it's just like you're fucking my world. Like, you're, as far as my creative world, you know what I mean? Because the studio is gonna be like, what's in right now? Oh, fucking people that wear pink, or fucking Apollo's gonna all of a sudden do.
Are you serious right now?
I don't see it that way, dude, at all.
You don't see it right now?
No, I don't see it at all. No, I don't see it at all. The way I see it is, okay, John Krasinski ended up putting his time, his blood, sweat, and tears into these 2 movies, and now he's done, and kind of like, you know what, my plan was only to have it for 2. I don't see it going on other than 2. But then you got this other writer that comes in and says, hey, you know what, I want to pick up where you left off. I've got ideas where this can go. Okay, cool, man. Like, I appreciate the fact that you're taking my idea and now evolving it into being something else.
Do you think any of the comic book creators
fear the Walking Dead? Do you get what I'm saying?
No,
I see where you're coming
because
from. I see it.
That universe.
But I'm saying in general, like, fucking, come on, man. There's fucking Star Wars, and then there's that Ewok Christmas show. Like, come on, man. You can't just get on other people.
You're still not making any sense, because then there's still all the fucking prequels. There's still the Mandalorian. There's still
Yes, there's stuff that could be taken off awesomely, but I'm saying when it's your idea and you want to.
Oh, I'm sure poor Stan Lee, before he died, was sad because his fucking Marvel universe exploded and it's like the biggest thing ever.
And I'm sure George Lucas feels the same way about his Star Wars universe.
I'm sure.
I kind of
has a pile of money to keep him comfort every night.
I mean, obviously money makes the world go round, right? But I see where Ash is coming from. Like, we don't need to franchise everything, right? We can have a good let's have a good 2 seasons. But so many times we see a show go 5 seasons, and the 4th and 5th season we're like, okay, we kind of stopped caring, but I'm already committed, so want to keep it going. But then you end up hating it because it just keeps going.
Look, man, I'm sick and tired of you talking shit about Game of Thrones. Okay.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, the show I had in mind was Dexter. I thought
I
like
knew you were gonna say Dexter.
Really? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
season 4 was the shit, and then it just kept going. So to side, I never thought I would say this, but to side with Ash, I see that because it's
Blasphemy.
I know, like, but just like you make these solid, fucking awesome 2 films that, and to quote you, Esteban, was Krasinski's blood, sweat, and tears in it, and then some other guys go, what if we do it in space? And it's like, okay, dude, that's not what my thing.
Yeah.
Now, is it
Hold
going to
on.
make a shit ton of money?
It's
Possibly.
obviously
Could
not
it be
gonna
good?
be that, though. You
What
think
was that,
John's
Andres?
gonna be- It's obviously not going to be that. You think like John's going to be like, oh yeah, take what I created and I'm going to let you fucking do an underwater world about it. He's
I
obviously
mean,
going to like what it is, and it's going to be in his set world.
I mean, okay. On that argument, though, what's his name? Jeff Johns was the executive producer on Green Lantern, and he's come out saying that he's not and it was something that he was so passionately writing for, and so for him to executive produce, like, he ultimately would have signed off on it to a certain degree, but could things have been better? Yeah, but was there money in it?
Executive
here's the
producer
thing.
pretty much only means money, right? It doesn't even mean like creatively. It just means like
right. Essentially,
I
you
gave
sign
money.
off on
Signing
you sign
off on the money.
on the money. Yeah, you're writing the checks essentially.
Yeah.
But see, this is the thing. You're comparing Jeff Johns to John Krasinski, who's been in the industry, the movie industry or the TV industry for some time. Where Jeff Johns, all he's known is comic books.
So when we do a show in like 2 years and you guys have to apologize to me, how do we do that? Do we do that by like you watching my car or?
We can do that.
Luis?
I will note this, and when the movie is good and you're wrong, I'm going to put it in your face like I do everything
I
else.
fucking love when Andreas gets gangsta. I will.
I put everything else in your face.
That's so my favorite.
And
He's
then
so quiet
how
and then
about
he goes,
this? No,
"I
how about
will."
this? How about this? How about this? If it works out
no,
in
you're
our
gonna say
favor,
Gary
no,
Mills.
shh. It works out in Andres' my favor, okay? Because clearly he and I are on the same page. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna shut your mouth and you're gonna sit down and you're gonna watch any scary movie that we pick.
How about I have to watch Quiet Place 1 and 2? I have not
No.
seen any of them.
No, that doesn't count. It's
It
not
doesn't
scary.
count. Doesn't
It's
count.
not scary. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie, yes, but it's not
Algebra.
scary.
And
Is it Elder Barge?
All right, Carmen.
I think I have to take dresses and a 7 side. What if
No.
the movies are good? And then, I get why we would be afraid of universes and the sequel and whatever being shit, because most of the time we've been let down with everything. But let's just hope for the better. And like we said, John Krasinski, he's been involved, and he may not just take the check. He'll actually want to be involved, and that's his baby. He created it.
To like, I'll give you guys an argument. Like, if you want to say something about universes being bad, like you could just have said like the Universal Monsters. Universal Monsters tried to set up that universe with
Tom Cruise.
yeah, with no, hold on.
It was supposed to be Dracula
Yeah,
Untold
the OG,
with
right?
Luke
Universal.
Evans.
Yeah, exactly. And it fell apart there. They had
Mhm.
originally got into that trying to make a universe. So
Yeah.
they had already made plans. And they were going to set up all the other monsters and then create a movie where all the monsters are in one movie and have that
Mhm.
universe. And this one, it just happened naturally. Like, the movie was good. Somebody caught interest in it and they wanted to make another one, something set in that universe where it doesn't have to just take care of, like, it doesn't involve John Krasinski and his wife's characters in it. So it's just in that universe where those creatures are involved, and they could tell
Okay.
the tale. And
I did think that they were writing for these characters and it wasn't.
no,
Okay.
yeah, because something happens in the first one that you know why. Yeah, you have to watch the first one to know what's going on, kind of.
Pretty sad. It's a good movie.
Yep.
All right.
Brilliant.
I'll watch it all by myself and then text you guys all night long.
That's fine.
Just record yourself and that'll be all right.
All night. Cool. Moving on along. So hashtag save Daredevil. Giving off a lot of Snyder Cut vibes.
Yeah, man.
Do we genuinely think that's going to be successful?
I think I hope so. You know, I know we touched on it on the last episode a little bit that we're hoping that they bring back the original cast, but I mean, is Marvel going to jump on the Daredevil boat right away? Probably not. You know, they're going to let it sit for a little bit and gather some dust and then, move on from there. But I don't see Marvel right away jumping into, okay, guys, Disney Plus series, let's go, Daredevil.
No.
Are we in phase 3 or phase 4?
We are phase 4.
Okay, and other than WandaVision, I know we have that like movies that are coming out in 2021.
Yeah.
They show all those different movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's not like the 8-year plan that we had last time.
You're forgetting TV shows already.
Yeah, there is, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, we could do Marvel movies since RDJ is not coming back. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's what they're doing. This whole phase 4 was going to be tied in with movies and the Disney Plus series.
That's what you're saying. My bad. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So we should have already had, but obviously current events, we would have already been done with season 1 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
and we would have had the Black Widow.
We would have had Black Widow already. We would have had WandaVision already. We probably would have been like halfway through WandaVision by now.
There's Loki's, I think, still finishing up filming.
Yep. Then the Shang-Chi movie was supposed to come out first thing next year. Clearly that's not happening. The Doctor Strange movie is getting pushed back too. So, it's all a shit show for this year.
Well, I mean, I would love for them to keep the same actors, but I don't know, man. It doesn't. I don't think that they're going to do it. I don't know how the obviously contract shit works, but I mean, I'll give a small example. When there was an announcement of Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, I was still like, I was hopeful, even though Spider-Man 3 was horseshit, but I was still hopeful. And then when they announced that they canceled it, I was so bummed out. And they're like, we're recasting Spider-Man. Like, I hated the idea because I'm like, no, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. But when I saw the Andrew Garfield version, I really liked it. I know a lot of people didn't, but I really liked it.
I like the Andrew Garfield one, the first one, anyways.
I like the first one. The second one wasn't without its flaws, for sure.
Yeah,
but the first one was good.
They rushed it.
Yeah. Exactly. And they were they were trying to catch up with Marvel in 2 films. Like, I'm like, come on, guys, slow down. Yeah. But I digress. I didn't think I wanted a new Spider-Man. Then I got Andrew Garfield. I really liked it. But then I was so invested in him that when they then canceled him because Andrew Garfield got fired and they're like, we got another Spider-Man. It's like, I'm done. I hate it. I hate everyone. And then we got Tom Holland and I was like, he's the best one ever. Like, and it was, I never knew I wanted it until I got it. And I mean, as much as it hurts coming out of my mouth, as much as I love what happened with Charlie Cox with this Daredevil, phenomenal fucking job. And I can't picture anyone doing it better. I always feel that way based off of that actor and / director's vision of it. And so I'm sure that would happen again where they'll say, okay, well, this is our new look into it. And then be like, oh crap, this is good. And then it'll fit better. As opposed to trying to shave a current puzzle piece, they can mold something brand new to fit into the universe that they've already created.
I have the fix for that. Since they're doing Doctor Strange and he's going to go into the other universes, you could just he goes into the universe where Daredevil is and he brings that whole cast into the Marvel universe.
I will jizz myself immediately if that happens.
I fixed it for you.
Let me know the showing that you go to so I'm not there.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I'm hoping that
So
something
dead
comes from
stop at jizzing myself. And moving on along.
it. It's always a
Night-
dead stop.
every
when you
night.
do that.
Just like my personal life. And moving forward. So you guys see Zack Snyder's teasing that he's gonna he posted a picture of him holding a bomb, and he said he's dropping a bomb November 17th.
Yes, I saw that.
Any thoughts of what that's gonna be, guys?
I don't know, man. I mean, I know Snyder was recently on a podcast. I can't remember the name of the podcast, and that's horrible of me to say that. But he did tease Martian Manhunter, a photo of Martian Manhunter that was supposed to be, or that could be, in the Snyder cut. So it's quite possible that Snyder might be dropping a new trailer, because they pulled the original trailer for the Snyder cut off of HBO's websites. So it could
Wasn't
be a new
there
trailer.
kind of rumor because they got such a fucking big name like Chris Pine for Wonder Woman? Like that guy was supposed to be like that's the way he's gonna survive. Hold on, real quick. I'm sorry. That's the way he's gonna survive. Like either he's gonna be Martian Manhunter.
Martian.
Marshall?
Marshall. I don't know if I went Eminem or if I went fucking
Brady Bunch?
No, the fucking other one I don't like. The one with Willow. Anyway,
Kilmer?
Slapsgiving. Nobody? How I Met Your Mother. Anyway, I just never got into it. Anyway, going on. I thought kind of maybe because he was the one that chose to do the bombs in Wonder Woman. Like that was kind of, and he went to space. It's gonna be like a Green Lantern situation where it's not over because he's gonna be Marshall. He said Marshall Manhunter again. Martian Manhunter.
He's gonna be Marshall Mathers.
I don't buy that, only because the Martian Manhunter's weakness is fire. So
take a drink every time someone mispronounces
hold on.
the Marshmallow Manhunter.
So I don't know. I don't think it would be Chris Pine as Martian
But
Manhunter.
don't you agree? Like it was such a big name. I don't feel like he's done.
Well, he's not, because there's footage of him in Wonder Woman. So
Yeah, whenever that gets released.
Non-Gangsta Andreas is awesome too. Like, how do you choose? He's like Two-Face. Like, there's good, and then there's vote for Dent, and then there's awesome Two-Face.
there's good, and then there's better.
Yeah, I love fucking. Nope, I gotta fucking not finish that sentence. Anyway, what else? Oh, I have ideas, guys.
What's your idea?
All right, so you're coming.
Not yet.
Esteban.
Only if Daredevil comes out in Doctor Strange.
So I was thinking we could either do, I don't think we could show the movie. So I was thinking dinner and trailers. And what we could do is show each of us making either different drinks or whatever for the group, and do little TikToks of this is your drink, this is your drink, this is your drink, this is
Why
your
are you
drink.
always flirting with me, man?
I'm looking at the camera, but Esteban, it's all you, baby. But I was thinking too, we could do, I don't know, again, with dinner and a movie, I don't know if we could show the movie, but I know we could definitely show trailers because that's universal. I mean, we're not showing the movie. So we can do dinner and trailers, all the while making drinks. I already said that. All right. And then we can also, me and Esteban were talking about releasing yearly stickers, kind of like K-Rock, where the logo will update yearly, and then we'll release stickers of that new logo yearly.
Do we have to go to Tower Records to pick them up?
We do. No, we could do little games where once we go, we figure out live stream, which brings me up to my next thing. Live stream. Once we figure that out, we could do that.
Well, I don't know how we're gonna do live stream when your guys' internets are dropping out left and right. So
Easy, Rocky.
That's like two people. You gotta talk to two people.
Who's the other person?
I don't know. Luis.
Motherfucker
Luis.
hasn't been me for 2 episodes.
That's actually true. His internet connection has been pretty crystal clear.
Over 50% of the time it was me, but last 2, not me, sir.
Well, you're
I
doing
dig it, though.
accents over here.
Well, it's not me. I dig it. I'm still sold on our watching a scary movie, set up the tripod, and I'll just splice all the Ash jumping from those things.
He's trying to get out of it, man.
No,
He is
that's gonna
trying to get out of
happen.
it.
That's gonna happen. We can watch some Disney shit afterwards, but then it'd be a
My-
fun thing to play at home with the viewers and be like, how many times do you think that he'll jump?
Ooh.
And then we could play. We could do like an over under thing. You could even take shots every time he jumps, which is what we're going to be doing in the room. So
either that or
You
how
fucked
many
yourself.
times Ash says fuck.
As
We're gonna
Carmen would
try.
say, you fucked yourself on that one.
how about you go fuck yourself? Like it was very. I guess I'm gonna go fuck myself. But I just think that way it's fun for everybody. And then he's not allowed to stand up and pace the room. He has to sit there and fucking watch because it has to be on the tripod. He has to be on
No,
in
he's
the
gonna
shot.
close his eyes.
He can't. I'm gonna hold him
We'll
up. No, I'm just kidding.
no. We'll do the whole Clockwork Orange thing and just peel those puppies back.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think that sounds a great idea.
You can't even blink.
We'll give you eye drops.
So much better.
In a little squirt bottle. That was the hand sanitizer.
But I was just thinking, because we were talking about doing skits, that could be a way to do a skit where each of us comes with a drink to make the group, and it would be cool.
So you're telling me I got to Uber home that day then?
Motherfucker, you have just
Crashing on the
Uber home
couch,
to
man.
me in Monterey Park in general.
Yeah, it's true.
I dig it. There's something there. We'll dive into that a little bit more, guys.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp was forced to resign from Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah,
I didn't know that story. Because I didn't know if it was
Beasts.
forced to or if it was like a Amber Heard type of situation. I didn't know what was going on.
From what I was reading, it's a
Heard.
yes.
Yeah, it's about the lawsuit.
One more time.
Yep.
And the studio doesn't want him to be involved in case the allegations are true, even though he is denying them. But still, the studio just said we're not having it.
Yeah, and the problem is with that is that Warner Brothers is part or owns the Fantastic Beasts and also owns Aquaman.
Wait, so Amber Heard's getting the boot too?
No,
That's been fucking
Oh, thank God.
day one of
Oh,
litigation
dude.
even.
I honestly I would rather watch them get rid of Amber Heard.
Say that again.
I would rather have them get rid of Amber Heard than Johnny Depp.
No, but both of them is
I have lost respect for
both
you,
of them
sir.
is equal. It's not like Johnny Depp's
talk later,
known
baby.
for specifically that. But
Do you know what Amber Heard did?
yeah,
yeah,
the
she,
fucking
like,
the dog
beat
thing,
him,
the
right?
fucking accusing him of shit. Yes.
She
I'm but
Amber
again,
Heard. No. Let me finish.
just
Amber
in case
Heard-
it's the Me Too thing, I'm taking no sides.
Amber
Yeah.
Heard. Well done, sir. Well done. But there are allegations that Amber Heard took a shit in
I actually could have made
their
money
bed.
on that. Sorry, go
I
ahead.
love that. That. Do you know how much drive that takes? I respect that.
I'm sure Odell Beckham loves it too. But
None of this
there's,
is good.
I mean, I'm not taking sides either, but I hear both sides, and I hear her side is a lot with the stuff that she's done pretty bad.
Yeah, I
There-
agree.
Part of the allegations is that he hit her, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it's so hard. Because for any reason, in
No.
2 years, he goes,
Why?
"Yeah, he did." We're like,
I don't know.
But that
I
bitch
like-
shit on my bed.
I like Johnny Depp, but
That was a Tempur-Pedic.
It's a
That's
sleep
why-
number bed, and I'm
well,
still
that's-
paying on it.
That's why there's a lot of
Tempur-Pedic is like a sponge. You ain't getting
and
that
here we
out.
go again. Jesus.
The bed is ruined.
Oh
No, what happened? Ash fell from his chair, guys. Oh shit! No pun intended. Moving on. Our last topic before we start giving the spoiler warning for the Mandalorian episode. WandaVision. I gotta say, I'm not really on the hype train for it yet. I think I need it to start for me to like really start feeding into it. But I'm getting looks around the room, so I'm gonna
You
let
just hate life.
the
Fuck
You
you.
made me laugh so hard, my whole laptop fell.
Luis, do you like genuinely hate life that you're not psyched about
I
WandaVision?
have been hurt so many times by shows and
By
movies
Marvel?
that
By Marvel.
maybe not Marvel specifically.
Oh, okay. So
Hold on.
who's doing this show?
Baby,
So-
who hurt you?
All I want, and I tend to do this with anything that I get excited for or I start to get excited for. I like stop it and I fucking push that shit down, and I'm just like no, let me watch an
I'm
episode.
starting
Like
to see a pattern.
oh yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
push it down.
Oh, yeah.
This is the show we're gonna get sued for sure.
Oh, this. So it's I don't know, man.
It's so much.
Warner
I
Brothers
kinda
gonna hit
just
us with
need
a
to
cease and
see-
desist.
I just need to see. I need to start watching episode 1 and then to see where that is. Like, I wasn't on board with Mandalorian until I saw the first episode. That's just the way that my brain is set because I'm always so gung ho about stuff, and then it ends up not being what I want it to because I've set an impossible expectation in my brain. So I like to kind of reel it back, watch it, and then just try to be as clear.
Even
I'm
if
the only
it was
one,
bad,
really.
you're saying you wouldn't finish it, just the fact that you finish it.
No. I will watch
Of
it, but I'm
course.
saying is I stop. I try to stop playing up the excitement because I
I
don't
see.
want to have unrealistic expectations and then be like, it's not what I wanted it to be, and be like, dude, it hit all the marks. And then I watch it a second time and then I enjoy it the second time. That was happening a lot. So instead, I kind of just I reel myself back. I don't let myself get into the hype train too much until I like
It's
start.
Marvel.
I'm the only one, really?
You just
Nobody?
said he's better than everybody. That's all I heard.
Wait, nobody here has the same ideology as I do, like to just try to like reel back their excitement just to really get excited.
No,
when-
the show looks good, and I'm eager to watch it. So yeah, I am pumped, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why
Sorry
it looks
for-
so good?
I'm sorry for insulting everybody here. I apologize.
You should.
This will be my last day.
This is strike 2, sir.
Everybody's quitting today.
We got piss bag and another one insulting
We
WandaVision.
should call this show
Okay,
Cases.
I didn't say I was
Cases that are gonna come
insulting
against
it. I wasn't insulting it. I was just saying that I'm not on board yet. I need to see a first episode before I'm
Oh,
like,
you
oh
will
shit.
I think the way so why I'm like super excited for it is that with Wanda, she could like whatever is going on in it. Obviously, it's a dream, but it could whatever happens has the possibility to like set the Marvel universe going forward from that point on. So just whatever possibility could come from it, like whether it's her saying like doing the House of N, but in reverse, where she says there's mutants, and then we have the X-Men in the universe now, or whatever happens, she finds out that her dream world that she created, where Vision's in it, is and her children with Vision is taken away when she wakes up, and she snaps. So that's just the possibilities coming from it is like so tantalizing that I don't think it's going to be bad, and yeah, maybe I'm putting too many lofty expectations on it, but yeah, looks super good.
What Quicksilver did you like more, the X-Men Quicksilver or the Quicksilver from Kick-Ass Quicksilver?
You mean from Age of Ultron?
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember his name, but Kick-Ass.
I know what you mean.
Aaron, no, it's not Aaron.
Yeah, it is. It's Aaron something.
I can't remember his name.
I know. That's why I said Kick-Ass. Which one do you like more?
I'm going with X-Men on that.
Like if we were again, if we merge worlds with Spider-Verse, it could be a thing where this Quicksilver could happen.
It's true.
and it's a way to bring him back. But
It's
I'm
true.
excited for WandaVision because I got Disney Plus recently.
All the Star Wars you can watch.
I mean, I'm stoked for WandaVision. I really am because it opens the door to so many possibilities. So, I mean,
Hey, question. With a lot of stuff in canon and like there's a fuckload of stuff in Star Wars, and I realize you're not moderating, but I still cut you off because you're making that face. Do you think a lot of books could become, because you know how like Killing Joke, like there's a lot of stories that just end with that story.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joker died like 27 times, but you know what I mean? Like, do you think they would do those kind of books but with just Star Wars? But for those books, do you get what I'm saying? Like
Oh, that's good.
I know.
Like one shots. One shots, you're saying.
Like with like Darth Maul, I guess he's like fucking Doc Ock, or not Doc Ock, but he has like the way he comes back, he's got
The
like
4
9
legs.
legs or 8 legs, whatever. But I'm saying, general public doesn't know books that came out. We only know
In regards to Star Wars, they had a whole like book universe that happened after the end of Return of the Jedi, where so basically the Emperor comes back as a clone. There's like a whole kinds of stories. We get to see Luke's wife, and they have children.
Mm-hmm.
And so all kinds of shit that happens that got retconned. So as soon as the new universe, so none of that happens, none of that counts. There's a book universe going forward that's part of canon in Star Wars, and whatever's canon from that point on is so anything they put out right now is part of canon, and everything in the past. So Luke's wife.
none of those books count?
No, not anymore.
Oh, Rick.
There's a bunch of shit that just got retconned.
Yeah, man, because they had the books were great. I mean, with Han and Leia, they like there was a big old deep dive on their kids. They had what, 3 kids, something like that.
They both Skywalker children had multiple children. I think Luke had 2.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those books are all not part of
even
canon anymore.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
So those aren't even an option to do like as a Killing Joke or
Nope.
Or no.
They exist, but they don't count towards the universe anymore. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you could go back and read them and get them and going forward, but it's not canon.
Yeah. It would just
That's
be
why
cool. That's all.
that's why everybody's all excited, because if they do that Star Wars trilogy, they're talking about doing a Knights of the Old Republic, possibly, or even doing Darth Revan movie.
I'm general public, so when you said that name, I was like,
Oh, that's Knights of the Old Republic. That's a very good video game that you should get into.
I know the video game. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Is one of my favorites.
Yep.
The 2 brothers, yes?
Huh?
Is it the 2 brothers?
No, it's different.
It's
The
different.
High
Yeah.
Republic?
No, yeah. Old Republic has to do with Revan and Malik. I think it's Malik.
Darth Malik.
Yeah. And it has that whole series is really good. You should get into that.
I agree.
So, Mandalorian, yes?
I say we move.
Thanks, Carmen.
Oh my God. We went everywhere with that. Hey, how do you guys feel about him dealing with another big monster in part 2, like in the second episode?
Well, before we get into that, let's funny, great minds, good sir. This is a spoiler warning for anybody that hasn't seen Mandalorian episode 2. What do you guys think about Mando dying? Hold on.
What about when Boba Fett comes back and shows his dick? Like, you guys didn't...
Here we go again. Okay.
Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, please jump off. But once again, awesome dude at Movie Files YouTube video, does a really good job of, he gives a good spoiler free review, and then he also gives a spoiler review if you're like us and nerds and you want to talk about it and you want somebody to get as excited as you. That's such a great channel that we've all been checking out, so check that out. But without further ado, Ash, continue with your question.
How do you guys feel? Okay, so it was just weird to me because it was like it was such a big deal. Okay, so the only reason I'm dealing with this is to get, well, he doesn't know, but another Mandalorian suit. I was gonna say Boba Fett, but he doesn't know specifically. So
Yeah.
Another Mandalorian suit.
That's not why.
Whenever I unplugged this, I know I'm fucking.
Did he die?
Huh? No. Okay. So again, I'm general public. I'm like, so it was just weird to me that he dealt with like another big monster. But if you think about it, fucking Star Wars is full of big monsters. But
It
I
seems
felt like
his
it was
answer
like
in your own
a Walking Dead where it's like more story. I'm fucking up.
You are
How
big
do I wanna
time.
say this?
I don't even think you know what you want to ask. Do we?
No, just how did you guys feel about like
There
two
was a
monsters
story
in a row?
behind it. It was just him facing another big.
Yeah. See,
Mm.
Carl knows what I'm talking
But there
about.
is a story behind it. It's the
There
first
is.
episode. He was searching for other Mandalorians to help him take Baby Yoda back to his planet.
Yeah.
So that's why he went to find the Mandalorian on Tatooine that turned out to have Boba Fett's armor. And he took the armor because that's sacred to a Mandalorian.
Right.
Now, in this one, he was being a taxi service for the alien with the babies because her husband said they saw a Mandalorian on the planet they're from. So that's why he was going to take her so she could go talk to the husband so they could go see where that Mandalorian is. So that's why they crash landed when they were in New Republic space with the X-Wing fighters, and that's how you get those creatures.
Yeah, I think that was Hoth.
I don't think that was Hoth.
It wasn't Hoth. It looked like a giant asteroid.
That's what it looked like. It looked like a giant asteroid. Anybody else get like an alien vibe with those creatures?
100%. Like when they all started bubbling, I was like, xenomorphs.
Or like the flood in Halo.
Yep.
Oh, good reference. Good reference there. Yeah, no, I was wigging out because I was watching with my girlfriend. I'm telling her, I'm like, if I see a fucking snowman, I'm gonna lose my shit because I was thinking it was Hoth when he first lands there. Then spider shit happened, but no, I thought it was.
But not only did you say that to another human being, you said that to your girlfriend.
Yeah, look at it. Look at that shit right there. There's a fucking snowman. I get really aggressive when I watch nerd shit.
Oh, we can tell.
Look at that shit.
I have a question.
Does that not blow your mind?
What's up, Andres? What's your question?
Did anybody else think Baby Yoda was a dick when he was eating the fucking eggs?
Yes.
Fucking murderer.
You little fuck. They just finished
He's a baby though.
Yeah, so what? He was still eating the eggs. That's gross.
Yeah.
He's just smiling about. He's like,
yeah.
I know when he pulled a one from his cloak out and just ate it. He's all.
But you know what?
I thought the frog lady was gonna say it. Like, what the fuck? Like, I had 18, now I have 12. Like, what the hell happened? But she didn't say anything. I'm like, okay, good. Let's keep it that way.
But you know what I thought too?
It seemed a little weird that she just accepted the fact that, like, okay, I got less kids now. When
like, you're gonna go give birth to more in that like hot water spring.
Yeah, and it was just very like, oh, I have less now, but this is the last of my brood. Like, it's sacred. Oh, but I have less now because this little fucking baby Yoda's eating my eggs.
She didn't know that, but she also didn't question. She's a horrible parent. What were you gonna say, Ash?
No, but it made me think of why Yoda lived near a swamp. Like, it kind of made sense of why he lived near water. Because
correction, sir, we don't know if Dagobah is his home planet.
No, all I'm saying again, just a swamp, because he's eaten Baby Yoda's eaten a frog so far, and now these baby fish eggs.
They're frogs.
So
That actually makes a
they
lot of
were
sense.
frogs.
I didn't
Yeah,
even
that
think
makes
of
sense.
that.
Okay, so that's kind of again that it just made me think like
I'm
If-
waiting for him to slowly morph into Christopher Walken tonight. I'm slowly waiting for that. Like I'm just waiting for just like
just get older. But yeah, it just made me think like, oh, it just kind of made sense to me. That's all.
anybody else.
And
think
maybe
that
she didn't question it because as her species, she probably already knew these types eat whatever. Like as long as I have maybe even down to one, like how am I gonna get mad? You're my only ride. That's like being an Uber driver and you're eating all my candy. Not the same, but you know what I mean.
No, not the same.
Wait, your Uber?
You murdered my children, but I mean, I need this right.
You don't know how I feel about candy. Fuck you.
These are my babies. My babies. I mean, I like seeing the relationship between, you know, him, and it's making us as the audience fucking gain an attachment to the child. Not that we didn't have one before, but it's just like in seeing it that it's like he is nurturing it, that he's taking care of it. So when the inevitable plot twist of something happening to the child, or he has to give it up, or something crazy happens, us as viewers were invested. So like I was seeing reviews come out that I thought they were really harsh, calling this one the worst episode in the 2 seasons.
Really?
I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm glad you made that same face expression. I'm like, I thought it was really enjoyable. The fucking spiders freaked me the fuck out, and I thought it was a lot of good character development between the child and Manda.
They want Godfather 1 for every fucking episode. Like, fuck them.
Agreed.
You write them shit. Like, no, space that out in 12 episodes or 10 episodes, whatever it's going to be. Like, no, bro,
but that's
fuck
the
you.
thing is that everyone needs to understand that a series is going to have those filler episodes, whether it's
Yep.
1, 2, or whatever. I mean,
We learned that with Walking Dead.
Well,
Sometimes you
yeah,
gotta walk
see-
and talk.
But there's a difference between a filler and a character development. I think a very distinct difference.
right? No, I completely agree. I completely agree with you. But I'm just saying is that a lot of people are expecting that it's going to be a shoot 'em up, and you know that's that.
Well, we
But
didn't expect fucking curly hair to come back, and she was cool. And then they had the droid come back and do the interpreter. Like the whole thing was fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Everybody that said that it sucked was fucking. You're missing out because you got to catch stuff.
a lot of the stuff that I saw was just people hating on the fact that they now consider the child a villain because it was eating the eggs.
Oh Jesus!
I swear to God, dude, like no joke.
It's just I brought it up because I was like, God, what a little asshole. But I wasn't.
No, you're right. You're right. He is a little asshole because he was eating the offspring or the eggs of, you know, another species, you know, and clearly
If a person shows up with fucking In-N-Out and we're all drunk, you don't think we're gonna eat his In-N-Out? Nope. I should have picked something better.
you should have picked something better.
But you know what I mean? Like, no, bro. Like, if you bring the one thing, you can't bring you can't bring a bunny rabbit around a wolf. And
That's
be
not
like,
the same
hey,
though, unless there's
hey.
fetuses as the burger meat. Like that's not the same. Very
Okay.
different.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna bring a bunch of hair, baby rabbits, and in front of a wolf and be like, "Hey, don't eat this shit." I'm gonna hang in the cockpit. Like, fuck you. Like, it's not gonna happen.
That's a better one.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the one thing you eat in front of you. Now, don't touch it. Come on.
What I want to know what Carmen thought of this episode because she's been very quiet
Real
this whole
quiet,
Star
like,
Wars
she's fucking
talk.
judging.
I liked it. I did see the problem with the child eating the eggs. I was like, that's kind of weird that we're not seeing a problem with that. And she's just cool about it. She's over there taking her bath with her babies floating around, like not caring or whatever. I was like, okay. Or like when they get back and she looks at her her container and there's like less eggs and she just doesn't say anything. You know, it was a little bit problematic, but overall I liked the episode. I like the spiders because if I'm not mistaken, they were supposed to appear in they were a concept art for one of the Empire Strikes Back, and they're Krykna, right? So I thought that was an awesome reference that they did to that concept art. I've seen it before, I think. And this has anybody seen it? Am I correct? Are they Kryknas?
I like how you
I-
say right as if we're all on that same
Yeah.
wavelength as you.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
right.
it,
The
but
Krypnas. I'm like, I don't know, dude.
but
I
Carmen's
don't
hitting
know.
us with the
Sorry.
deep cuts, man. That's dope.
No, I just whatever. It's
No, no,
fine.
no. That's great.
That's a compliment.
You're hitting us with deep cuts. I've never seen that. That was the first time I ever saw
And
that. So
then
that's
I
great.
know the pilots. They're been on the show before, but I don't remember how. I just remember reading about
Uh-huh.
them being on the show before somehow. I don't know. I just like the way it's all being tied together. I don't share the opinion of the people saying that it was a filler episode. I think there was like a lot of character development, as you guys touched upon earlier. Yeah.
It was kind of cool because at the same time you've been grown to love the Rebel Alliance, and for one moment you were like, no, like you were kind of worried like maybe there were gonna be like dick cops and
Yeah, he was fucking with their Mando.
huh?
They were fucking with their Mando.
Yeah, like it was kind of cool to kind of see him in that light as opposed to run our way. Like it was cool.
And that part of
Wait.
the episode, I was like, just let him fucking be. Just
Yeah.
let him be. Shut up.
Yeah, and it was weird because like as soon as we saw the X-wing, we're like, ah! Like instead of we're grown to love, you know, like TIE fighters versus them.
Dude,
Weird.
when they're quiet and you just see
was-
them turn
We
into
took it
attack
as a threat,
formation.
like
That was
oh.
dope.
Woo!
And it was
Yeah.
fucked up too because you kind of saw it as cops like, hey, so what are you doing over here? Oh, you're doing nothing. Oh, that's cool. What's your blah blah blah? Oh, nothing.
It's like,
Oh, damn.
oh shit, son.
That's like
Yeah.
that's like when a cop follows you for like 3 blocks
And then they turn
and then the lights go on.
fuck. All right.
My moderator.
And I'm like, I was giving it 2 Mississippis to see if anyone else wanted to jump in. But every week we're going to be checking out the new episode. And we usually put this at the end of the episode, just to, if you want to hear us talk some shit and hear what's going on in the news, and then video game and comic book news, of course. And then we end it with whatever is happening with Mandalorian. So next week, moderating is going to be Ash, correct?
Are you gonna bring your suit and tie again?
Suit and tie.
Okay.
Wow, he seems so insulted.
He answered
No.
that
I
as
was
if
thinking
you were
about it. I
asking
was like, do I
him
want to
do it.
suit up? But like, fucking, come on, man. It's
course,
only
why
once a month. I'm down. Once every other month, I'm down.
So again, please rate, review, subscribe, give a little thumbs up icon on our YouTube page. We appreciate it. And for the people listening, for our strong Singapore following, and the Singapore is the one that really jumped out at me the most. Thanks
The
for
UK
listening.
also. Yeah,
The UK.
we got some listeners out in the UK, and I appreciate that. That's actually
And by
pretty cool.
by some, we probably mean one in Singapore
Hey,
and one in the
I
UK.
don't
But we
care,
love you
man.
both.
We take you.
Yeah, please,
The one follower.
please message us, and we will
To-
read your
To
shit on
whoever
the
is
air.
listening in Singapore, DM us, and you will get the first sticker we release.
Absolutely.
Hey, that's awesome.
Yeah. And you will get Esteban's social security number. All right, everybody.
Really,
Oh,
dick. Really, dick. Really.
Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you. And we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.